girl Sid, and I'm back again with another video. Today we will be discussing the sneakers that are set to release this September. Usually I will probably come out with the video earlier, however I waited a little bit because usually most sneaker apps as well as the internet and sneaker news broadcasters and stuff, they come out with shoes a little bit later. They don't always put out all the shoes, so I was like, okay, let me give it a little time and see if they come out with more shoes. However, they didn't, so let's get into this video. There are a lot of Jordans coming out, like the Air Mocha 1 Lows, or as well as the El Grito, that are set to release September 12th. However, I don't want to get into Jordans too specifically. And then there's also a lot of Dunks that are supposed to be dropping, like the Escargot Dunks that are set to drop this month. I don't want to get into Dunks like that because they're not really that. If they're a nice colorway, we'll talk about it. To add, there's also Bodega Asics as well as some Sambas that are scheduled to release. As far as the sneakers that I picked out today, I picked out these 5 sneakers because they stood out and I feel like they need to be broadcasted into the spotlight a lot more, because I know most content creators, they put out a whole bunch of Dunks or a whole bunch of Jordans because they know that people are looking out for that. However, I want to go into the shoes that really aren't going to be talked about, or the ones that I personally think that are the best that come out within this month. The first sneaker that we will be discussing are the New Balance 1000s that are scheduled to release this month. These shoes, they're adding to the collection of the whole lifestyle collaboration that New Balance has with the 2002 Rs or the 9060s as well as the 610s. So it's just another added collection to the lifestyle shoes that New Balance puts out. This shoe, however, it is pink and sand tone, which I think is a pretty cute concept because you can wear it up or you can wear it down. It's a very versatile shoe. To add, the shoe has the cushioning that you need in order to be able to walk around all day. It's very lightweight and it's very durable. So if you wanted to run in them, you possibly could. If you just wanted to wear them for 8 hours a day going to work or out with friends, you can possibly do that. This shoe is set to release for $150 and is scheduled to release on September 11th, which is in 2 days. So if you like this shoe and you think it's a cute colorway, make sure you remember 2 days from now, September 11th, go get this shoe. It's going to be on New Balance's website, and I'm pretty sure as far as like Nordstrom's will put it out maybe. It's not really specified, but I know for sure that New Balance will be putting this shoe out. The second shoe that we will be discussing are the A Ma Maniére Women Jordan 4s that are scheduled to release. There are going to be some Phantoms that are dropping September 19th, but we don't want to go into great detail about that. But it just looks similar to the ones that dropped in the men's ones. And then I just think that the only difference is that the men's ones was all white, and then this one's going to be like a creamy color. So I don't want to, there's not much of a difference. The ones that I do want to talk about are a part of a 6-part collection between A Ma Maniére as well as Jordan 4, and it is going to be the While You Were Sleeping Jordan 4s. This shoe is a pink fossilish color. It has like a stone undertone. It's pink, but the undertone is it gives like pastel pink. So that's the base of the color. Now within the collar lining of this shoe, you have a metallic as well as a burgundy color. The burgundy is also on the sole of the shoe, which I think is pretty cute. It deciphers between a masculine and a feminine. It's very unisex. A man or a woman can wear it, but it's not too masculine to where a woman can't wear it, because you know women are very particular when it comes to what shoes that they like. And then it's not too feminine to where men are like, nah, this is a woman's shoe. So I do like that concept. Now on the Nike logo on the back of the 4 that usually is on the heel, it's going to be black, as well as the midsole, that little color that they always add in there in the middle, it's also black. This shoe is scheduled to be released on September 19th. It's going to release on Nike's website as well as other retailers, you know, like Finish Line, all those other DTLR, Jimmy Jazz, Foot Locker, Foot Action, all those different places. Expect these shoes. If they're not on there, it's because it's going to be a collaborated shoe, so they don't want to put it on too many sites. However, I do know specifically that it will be on the Nike.com site, so make sure you look out. There is no price also on this shoe when I've researched it. However, based on my knowledge and when Nike collabs, it's usually from $200 to $220, so expect that price range if you're looking to get this shoe. The third shoe that we will be discussing are the Verdi Nike SB Dunk Low collab. It's the Visti ones, and you guys, if you don't know by now, if you watched all my other videos, you know I'm a sucker for SB Dunk Lows. I feel like SB Dunk Lows, and I will say it time and time again, SB Dunks They're dunks. I know you're probably like, Sydney, you say you don't like dunks. Okay, listen, I like SBs because they're the concepts and the mindset of the shoes, they go into very grave detail about why they put these shoes out. I feel like dunks, they just know that they're cheap and people will get them, so they put them out. However, with SBs, it's a lot of collaborating aspects to it, as well as people are putting a lot of thought into it, so that's why I like SBs. So the Visties are scheduled to release this month. If you don't know who Verdi is the director for Girls Don't Cry. If you don't know, SB and Verdi came out with a prior dunk called the Girls Don't Cry, and I'll put it up here. It's a red silhouette. They use velvet, you know, girls velvet, they go hand in hand, so that's the concept of that shoe. So with this Visty, is based on the plush doll that Verdi had created. If you know who the Visty doll is, then you know what I'm talking about. So this silhouette is literally the same pastel colors as Visty, and then on top of that they added fur as well as suede. This shoe is expected to release September 20th, and it's only going to be $135. You can get this shoe on Nike's website as well as select SB retailers. So a lot of skate shops, well, not all of them, but most skate shops, they do raffles on SBs, if you didn't know. So look up a whole bunch of skate shops, see if you can get a raffle for it, and that's how you can get your shoe potentially if you don't end up getting it on Nike. The fourth shoe that we will be discussing is similar to the SB Dunk Low. However, it's not an SB, it is an Air Max. If you don't know, Nike has come out with a shoe. It's not an SB, but it's similar. It's more of like, it has Air Max cushioning, but it has a skateboarding feel, if that makes sense, and they just put that shoe together. So whether you want to use it as an everyday shoe, you can do that, or if you want to use it as a skateboarding shoe, that is the whole concept of the shoe. They did 2-in-1, so you can get the Air Max cushioning as well as the skateboarding feel, to where you can wear and tear the shoe without, you know, doing the absolute most, which is why skateboarding shoes were created. This shoe is set to release September 20th also. However, the price difference is, it's only going to be $110. You can't beat that, and it's a different type of shoe. If you really think about it, I haven't seen any of these shoes on anybody's feet anywhere. I've seen them in a couple of Nike stores, like the outlets. However, with this colorway being similar to the SB Dunk Low, I know it's going to sell out, but getting this shoe for $110 and then just making it what it is, I would get this shoe and put it in my closet. So expect Nike to have them. The last shoe that we will be discussing, the fifth and final shoe that we will be discussing, it's a Samba. Surprising, right? Sid's talking about a Samba. Yes, I'm talking about a Samba. These Sambas, it's the Day of the Dead Sambas that are scheduled to release in September. So about this shoe, it's I like the concept of this shoe, the detailing of this shoe. If you look at this shoe, the eye stays literally mimic, it looks like the joints of fingers if you really look at this shoe, and I really think that that's like a cool concept. On the tongue, you have the sugar skull as well as the stitchings. You can tell that it implements the sugar skull also, and I think it looks like a skull within the stitching, so I think that's pretty cool. To add, if you also look at this shoe, you can tell that it gives the little floral aspect of it, so you can tie in the whole concept of Day of the Dead, how they have that floral aesthetic to the whole celebration. So I really think that this Samba, it comes in a black as well as a white as well as a green pair, and I just think this whole idea of Day of the Dead, they come out with Day of the Dead shoes every year. However, this one stood out to me because it literally looks like a bone, and I'm excited for this drop. I don't know if I would get them. I would have to see them on feet. I've seen Sambas, but I feel like, you guys know me, Sambas are so played out that I don't know if I would get them. However, I want to put these in the spotlight because I just think that the creativity of this shoe is pretty awesome. This shoe is set to release September 27th, so you have a lot of time from November 1st, which is the start of the holiday, and September 27th. There's a lot of time for you to decide whether you want these shoes or not. However, they do drop September 27th, and it's only going to be $120. This shoe is expected to release on the Adidas website, so make sure you look out for this shoe. I think this shoe's pretty cool. Out of all these shoes, all 5 of them are probably like all nice, and I would put them in my closet if I could and I had the money to afford it. That's why I wanted to talk about them. However, we'll see how life plays out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's very informational about the release date as well as the prices and where you can get these shoes from. If you didn't know about these shoes, I'm glad I'm able to let you guys know that these shoes are coming out. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.